Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and helping us feed a hungry hippo. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video as well. It really helps what we do here. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Today we're going to be talking about jeans that sold in the month of October on our eBay platform. If you haven't seen the plush that sold in the month of October video, I'll have that pop up at the end for you. And if you have seen it, you already know I already talked about in that video why our sales were so bad in October. I was doing a lot of traveling. We were preparing for a big move. We had our store on hold for a very long time and we weren't listing a lot. And our sales definitely reflect the lack of activity. Not anything that could be helped. We're already grinding it out in the month of October, and our sales are actually reflecting our hard work already this week. But I kind of considered not doing these what sold videos, and I decided, you know what, I'll do it. You guys know everything that we were going through and that was going on in October. Obviously, we're not going to have record sales in a month when we're moving, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what sold. These aren't all the jeans that sold. So our jeans actually didn't do that bad in October. Our plush sales were utter garbage, like just horrible. Atrocious would be a good word for how our plush sold in October. We did pretty good on jeans, but it's coming, October, you're going into fall, you're getting into winter, and that's when the jeans sales typically pick up every year. So we did sell quite a few pairs of jeans. I've picked out the highlights to show you just to give you an idea of the higher sell bread and butter brands and some of the bolos to look out for when you're outsourcing. This one had a typo in it. So be careful when you guys are listing. Make sure you're not typoing. I do it all the time. I usually catch myself because I use templates. I list right on List Perfectly and then I push out to the platforms. By the way, if you're not using List Perfectly, oh my gosh, it is the best thing we've ever done for our business. It's amazing. It pays for itself immediately as soon as you start cross-posting. If you haven't tried it yet, you can get 30% off your first month with code FlippinHippos just to give it a shot. And then if you don't like it, you can cancel with no repercussions. Anywho, I use their templates, and a lot of times when I type in the brand here, I will forget a space. But I usually catch myself. I didn't this time, so here's a cautionary tale for you guys. Don't do what I do. Watch yourselves. Make sure you're checking for your typos and stuff. Don't go so fast like I tend to do sometimes. 511. I love Levi's 511. I did take a best offer on these of $20, and they are men's, and they did ship I always want to say padded flat. You guys know for 5 years we shipped all of our jeans in padded flats. We've recently switched to the just the priority envelope. It's the cardboard one you guys are probably familiar with. Now we put our jeans in the clear 9x12 poly bags, then inside the cardboard, and we're still saving because the plastic things, the clear poly bags, come out to like pennies per bag, and what we're saving on shipping into cardboard priority envelopes versus the padded flats is pretty enormous, especially when you do a lot of priority flat rates. We do mass volume in jeans, so the amount of money we're going to be saving is just tremendous. So if you haven't considered that, consider it. I know a lot of people are against the cardboard, but I feel like if you put stuff in plastic inside or poly bags, I keep saying plastic bags, you know what I mean? You'll be fine. So these did ship in the priority envelope. Here's another pair of women's 511s. These ones sold for $29.99. That's usually men's sell for more than women's in any given brand. 511 is one of those that the women's actually can sell for more. These shipped in a priority envelope. And I sold some Frame. Frame is a bolo brand. You guys want to be looking out for this. I never find it in the wild. Usually when I get it, it's in a thread up box. But these ones had a hole, so I could have listed them probably for maybe $45, a little bit more money. I did subtract a little bit to make up for the fact that there is a hole, a little bit of damage on the jeans, but they still sold for $39.99. And they shipped, I believe, first class. So that's always nice too. I love when smaller jeans that weigh less than a pound that ship first class sell for a lot of money because the profits increase. Now we have a pair of Zara jeans. Zara is a brand that's like hit or miss. I know a lot of people claim they do really well with it. I shouldn't say claim. A lot of people do really well with it or sell their stuff for a lot of money. But every time I've found Zara, it's either the cost of goods is too high, or if it's low enough and I bring it home and I comp it, it's not as exciting, I guess, as people make it out to be. It's not like the end all be all Bolo brand, but it is a solid bread and butter brand. So when the cost of goods is right, I do like getting Zara, and I get it in a lot of the ThredUp boxes. This pair is totally ripped and destroyed. Believe it or not, that's a good thing. These sold for $21.87, and they shipped in a priority envelope. Flat rate envelope, I should say. Democracy is one of my favorite brands to flip. I get anywhere from $25 to $40 depending on the size and, if I accept offers or not. These are just a size 4, but Democracy has like ab technology, and they're slimming. Anything that slims or shapes in jeans are a must get. Women love these, but Democracy is a really, really good brand. They sold for $26.24, and they shipped in a first class poly bag. And last but not least, this highlight, 7 for All Mankind, I feel like gets looked over. A lot of people think they're poop anymore. They're not what they used to be. They're not like a Bolo brand they used to be. Is this the part on the video where I get to mention that race to the bottom and how it ruins the entire market on brands for everyone? I think it is. Stop racing to the bottom. You're a turd if you do it. 7 for All Mankind, when I first started reselling 5 or 6 years ago, used to sell for $40 solidly all the time. And if you found the 7 for All Mankind Dojo jeans, they'll say Dojo on the inner waistband very clearly, and they'll have a big 7 on the back pocket. Those used to sell for $60 to $80. Now I get between $20 to $30 for 7 for All Mankind. So to me, that's a good enough price to consider them bread and butter. I would not call them poop. This pair sold for $22 on a best offer. I'll pick them up if I can find them for a couple bucks or less. They have a pretty good sell-through rate too. They don't sell overnight, but they don't sit for as long as some other brands. So I do like 7 for All Mankind. So those are the highlights of the jeans that sold for October. We had a lot of other lower end bread and butter and just like our volume based bread and butter brands going out the door. I suspect that jean sales will continue to pick up as we move into winter, and also as Keith and I are more actively listing and sourcing and trying to get back up to where we used to be before we had to put everything on hold. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.